Recording in progress.
Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to say welcome for all of you to the awarding day of IYSRE 2021. I would like to invite you to turn the camera on. If you are not eligible to do so, then please feel free to tell our host or co-host. Once again, dear participants, because we are about to start the show, I would like to invite you to turn your camera on. Guys, if you do have any technical difficulties, be it with your internet connection or your gadget, please feel free to chat me through the Zoom chat section. And for those who are able to participate, to turn their camera on, please. We are inviting you to do so that we can interact better with each other. Okay, because the clock has already struck 4 p.m., I would like to start the show. So I would like to say good afternoon, dear respected audience. Welcome to the closing and awarding ceremony of the International Youth Summit for Renewable Energy 2021. What a wonderful day, isn't it? But first of all, let's thank God the Almighty for giving us the opportunity and blessing so that we can gather here to witness the excitement of this ceremonial day. On this occasion, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Marisa Aurelia Prawoto, and I am from Institut Teknologi 10 November, Surabaya. It is very unfortunate that we cannot meet you guys in person due to the pandemic. But don't worry, because we'll make sure that you will get the same level of excitement right at the comfort of your home. Before we start the most awaited event, we would like to say thank you to all of you for attending our event today. IYSRE 2021 is sponsored by Geodipa Energi, PT Thorcon Power Indonesia, Kilat Wahana Jenggala, Jet Orbit, Astra International, and New Energy Nexus. We are also in partnership and supported by community and university partners such as University of Malawi, University of Technology Mauritius, UNICAF, APATE 62 Brawijaya, Environmental Oil and Gas Study Club, Meloka, Ikatan Mahasiswa Teknik Lingkungan Indonesia, IATMI SMITB, Tim Inferno, IAAS LC UGM, Solar Cooker International, Kelompok Studi Pasar Modal, Fakultas Ekonomika dan Bisnis Universitas Diponegoro, BEM FMIPA UNY, Kelompok Studi Lingkungan Universitas Erlangga, SPI Islamic University of Riau Student Chapter, Undip Robotics Development Center, Himpunan Mahasiswa Mesin Fakultas Teknik Universitas Brawijaya, Himpunan Mahasiswa Sipil Fakultas Teknik Universitas Brawijaya, European Association Geoscientists and Engineers, University Brawijaya Student Chapter, Yayasan Bina Antar Budaya, Student Energy Chapter, Universitas Pajajaran, UGM iGEM Team 2021, HMO Triton ITB, Keluarga Mahasiswa Teknik Penerbangan ITB Otto Lilienthal, Institute of Industrial and Systems Engineers Universitas Indonesia, Ikatan Mahasiswa Metalurgi dan Material IMMT Fakultas Teknik Universitas Indonesia, Nano Research Fakultas Teknik Universitas Indonesia, Ikatan Mahasiswa Elektro Fakultas Teknik Universitas Indonesia, Ikatan Mahasiswa Program Internasional Fakultas Teknik Universitas Indonesia, Foreign Policy Community of Indonesia Chapter Universitas Indonesia Model United Nations 2021, Himpunan Mahasiswa Mesin ITS, English Students Association, and Himpunan Mahasiswa Hubungan Internasional Universitas Pertamina. And here we are now at the peak event, the awarding ceremony of IYSRE 2021. Before we begin the event, I would like to give a brief review of our rundown for tonight. We have an opening session to begin the event with, which we are currently having right now. And then we will move on to the performances brought by GMCO. Then we will jump to the awarding and reporting from GCC sub-event, followed by the awarding and reporting from the Ideathon sub-event. And then we will be watching performances by GMCO once again. And next, we will listen to the reports from our other two sub-events, which are Conference Proceeding and MUN. And at last, we will close off the entire series of IYSRE 2021 with the performance of GMCO once again. Dear audience, to begin our special night, we'll have a beautiful performance brought by a group of young, talented, and harmonious Gajah Mada Chamber Orchestra that will bring Tanah Jawi. However, before we get to meet them through our screen, I would like to tell you a little more about them. So, Gajah Mada Chamber Orchestra, or GMCO, is a student organization dedicated to facilitating students'
Bocor.
Okay, I am sorry for the interruption. please let me rephrase what I have said. So I was about to tell you a little bit about the GMCO. So GMCO, or Gajah Mada Chamber Orchestra, is a student organization group dedicated to facilitating students' interest and passion in an orchestra, either as a player or a management team. GMCO's purpose is to develop both the students' interest and passion in appreciation of music, both in UGM and society. So, without further ado, please welcome Gajah Mada Chamber Orchestra. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause for GMCO. It is surely a performance to be remembered. For those of you who are still yearning to hear more from GMCO, don't worry because we got you covered. We'll listen more of GMCO's melodious performances in the upcoming session, so make sure you are staying tuned to our event. Right after this, let's jump to the most awaited session tonight, which is none other than the awarding session. We will now begin with the Global Case Competitions Awarding Session, or GCC. Before we announce the winners, we will play a recap of GCC Geothermal Sub-Event. Let's take a look.
Hello everyone, welcome to Geothermal Case Study Workshop, Drilling 101.
They say love like this comes once in a lifetime. For the first time I believe it to be true. All of my friends say, when you know, you know. Every piece falls into place when I'm with you. In you I found a love that sets me free. It's blue skies and big dreams, a billion places to explore, and I will be with you forever. Forever I am yours. Forever I am yours. Forever I am yours. Forever I am yours.
So how do you guys feel after doing the pitching day today?
It's a mixture of being afraid, being amazed, being proud, being terrified from the questions from the judges, and they also gave compliments to us. Maybe they like some part of our presentation which they like.
I come up with so much excited moments before the presentation session.
Really nervous because I didn't know what to do, and I was a little bit worried about my answers, but now because it's done, so I'm a little bit relieved now.
What do you think about the collaboration team that we brought in this competition?
Actually, 3 of us compete together.
Now we're in the same team.
A little bit more challenging, yeah. After a week, several weeks, we get a good collaboration for our project.
I really like that IYSRE is quite an innovative competition that allows students from different universities to be in the same team, winning in the competitions. So usually when we join competitions, the flag that we carry in the competition is our university's flag or our alma mater. Meanwhile, in this competition, we collaborate as a youth, or maybe I would say future geothermalist.
I feel like just free. After the presentation, I think we already do the best.
I am happy because we have an ideal team consists of geoscience, petroleum for drilling, and power plant from mechanical engineering. Now I can use the software. I can know about geothermal system from geology perspective. Now I can know gitu walaupun tidak terlalu master.
It make me so excited. I'm very happy to know Kiki very well in this competition, and maybe in another opportunity we can talk again.
So do you have any wishes or any hopes for the future of renewable energy after doing this competition?
I hope Indonesia will be more technologically, economically to develop more renewable energy or further.
I hope that the government target will be, achieved, and because it will make a new vacancies, like me, the final undergraduate student.
So we can bring the experience that we have obtained by joining the geothermal case study competitions from various competitions, and IYSRE is one of them. So we hope that we can help the government to, and Indonesia in general, to improve its renewable energy share, especially from geothermal energy.
I wish the renewable energy will develop interest to the next generation. Actually, in Indonesia have almost all the renewable energy potential in the world. Yeah, this is very potential.
Just the demand of our energy, especially in geothermal energy, it will increase to anticipate the decline of oil and gas. But the most important thing that I hope is I can work in this industry, especially in geothermal industry.
We can produce more generations awareness about renewable energies, like these competitions and events from IYSRE.
In 2050, Indonesia will be using geothermal energy fully 100%.
And lastly, what are your wishes for IYSRE Global-based competition?
I wish IYSRE will help competition like this again annually, year by year, because it is very interesting concept competition.
My wishes for IYSRE can make some competitions in another year, so we can join again, and for the workshop that already give before the competitions, it's really interesting.
I really love this global presentation as it is adding my knowledge about geological science. So I hope IYSRE doesn't stop at this point, but always held such competitions for the next always.
IYSRE will spread their awareness, their impact to the society.
I believe that you guys can make it more bigger than now.
Hello everyone.
Okay. Okay, everyone. So there goes the winners of GCC Geothermal Sub-Event. Congratulations to the winners. By the way, there are 2 other competitions in GCC aside from geothermal. We also had business case and waste to energy competitions. And we will now announce the winners for each of those competitions. Next up, we will proceed to play the recap and the announcement from the business case competition.
Who will be our mentor today?
So my question now is, what is a business case?
Strategy of
controversy in the electric vehicles industry because
and then if you drag it on, then that is
renewable energy.
Okay, the for a system like this is $200 million.
Energy technology and battery storage is reportedly 50% more expensive than.
To explain those risks to the investor.
How do you guys feel after the pitching?
We are excited.
It was a relief.
1 or 2 weeks ago, I have a final thesis. I think that I just repeat that moment again.
What do you guys think about the collaboration team in this competition?
We are lucky that we came from different backgrounds. So I am from engineering, Malik is from physical engineering, and Hamza is from management, if I'm not wrong. So we feel that our role is more distributed properly, and we could gain a lot of insight from different perspectives based on our different backgrounds.
Kind of hard at first since Kylie is in Hong Kong and I am and IE is from the same university. We're on the same organization, so we can keep up. At the end, can collaborate with Kylie and finish the business case.
A little bit hard because we have to create, we have to bond, we have to make a friend.
What you guys hope for the future renewable energy sector? Yes.
That it will be developed in Indonesia and it will be massively developed in Indonesia, and we hope that we can achieve the target of 20-30% in 2025.
We hope that their projection about the 25% and 23% on 2025 will be success, and hopefully we can get into that moment.
Is there any goal for IYSRE GCC in the future?
We hope that IYSRE will be held again next year, and we hope we can join this competition because this is a good competition, and we hope that the committee will be improving by managing this competition.
Hopefully IYSRE become more bigger and more powerful.
The solution that we propose that can really contribute on the renewable energy in Indonesia, and also for the company that our idea can really help to leverage their business.
Who will be our
Okay, congratulations to the winners from the GCC sub-event, the business case competition. Next up, last but not least, we will also watch a recap for the waste to energy competition alongside the announcements for the winners.
The sun rose over the valley for the first time in a while. It feels like a new dawn is breaking, and I'm free to laugh like a child. Is this what it feels like to be right where you're meant to be? This is a new beginning. Yeah, this is just the start. We won't forget this feeling, but wait for the best part.
Okay, congratulations to the winner. So right now, maybe I would like to ask a few questions to one of the winning team. Probably someone from the Trinity or Greennovator. You can raise your hand if you'd like to be interviewed for a little while. Hello, can my voice be heard? Can anyone confirm that I can be heard?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. Okay, so because probably the winning team members are busy right now or doing something, I do not know. So probably we'll just move on to the next event. Okay, so right after this, we will have the report from the GCC sub-event brought by the PL. Please welcome the PL of GCC, Hervé Pierre Siddhartha.
Okay, thank you very much. Is my voice audible?
Yes, it is audible, Pierre.
Okay, so I'm going to share my screen a little right now. Is it visible already, the share screen?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, thank you very much, Marisa, for the stage. So again, everyone, let me introduce myself beforehand. I am Hervé Pierre Siddhartha, but you can call me Pierre, and I'm here as the project leader of International Youth Summit for Renewable Energy Global Case Competition. And maybe I would like to give a little background to our event also. So firstly, why did we choose to build this event? So I was inspired by Greta Thunberg, a young Swedish environment activist who shocks the world when she gives a speech regarding the climate change. And this was actually way before the one that she just did again recently. But at the time where she gave the speech, she was still a kid who hadn't even turned 20 yet. And despite all the mocks she received, she actually proven something else. She actually succeeded in showing that age should have never been a barrier for oneself to give out their opinion. She has proven to the world that despite her very young age, she could as well develop enough attention to a global issue. And she even developed enough bravery to speak it up to receive public attention. And here, we also believe that there are actually still so many other Gretas out there who are not as lucky as Greta to get a stage to actually deliver their ideas. Thus, the International Youth Summit for Renewable Energy Global Case Competition initiated this platform. We are giving the chance for young people to put their hands directly on actual cases that we are currently facing within the industry, specifically speaking within the three industry which has been mentioned before. And thus, we actually encourage young people to be more eager to contribute within the society. Now, you're asking, why youth? So there are two values that we believe comes from the youth, which is one, innovative. They have more brilliant ideas, more fresh ideas coming from themselves. And the second one will be collaborative, is that young people really love to collaborate. And we believe that if we will collaborate a brilliant idea with another, we will then get an even more optimal idea, right? That is why we finally chose the youth, thus creating this vision of empowering youth of renewable energy through problem solving, because basically our competition is a case competition, right? So it's all about problem solving. And the next one will be our mission from the vision that we have created, which the first one is to create learning sessions where young people can learn regarding renewable energy. And the second one is to create a competition where young people can apply their learning materials to solve actual cases. And for proof of the achievements of the first mission is that we created Learn with GCC or Global Case Competition in advance within three different bidang that we actually executed. I'm sorry, I forgot the English word for bidang. So basically, we executed webinars with speakers from prestigious companies, including Central Waste Management Indonesia, the World Bank, PT Geodipa Energi, HBT Law, and many other cool or prestigious companies. And we actually also gained 344 participants registered within only 5 days of open registration. And the next one is that the main event itself. So firstly, we got finalists coming from various countries. So maybe you can hear from the accents of the people from the previously played video, because yes, we actually have participants coming from various countries. And also we succeeded in collaborating with prestigious companies. So basically, we firstly negotiated with PT Geodipa Energy, therefore having them as geothermal case contributor, and also they provide the main prize pool for the participants. As for Baran Energy and PT Kaltimex Energy, we succeeded in making them as our case contributor, and that is all from us. Maybe for the last word from me is that I actually feel really proud that we get to create the platform for young people to actually witness the actual cases that is currently happening within the industry. And I truly hope that despite all the flaws, this opportunity could still be the starting point for the participants to even accelerate themselves and to even contribute themselves even more within the industry, hence actually developing the renewable energy industry as the mainly acting industry within the energy industry in the future. I think that is all from me. Thank you very much, everyone, once again, and congratulations also to the winner. And back to you again, Marisa.
Thank you, Pierre. I would like to congratulate the champions once again. We hope that this accomplishment will be a catalyst for your success and the development of our country in the upcoming future. So, GCC is not the only competition that IYSRE 2021 held. We also have an Ideathon competition. But before we go into our next competition, we also would like to thank our sponsors and partners. GCC is sponsored by Geodipa Energi, PT Thorcon Power Indonesia, Kilat Wahana Jenggala, Jet Orbit, Astra International, and New Energy Nexus. We are also supported by community and university partners such as APAT 62 Brawijaya, Environmental Oil and Gas Study Club, Ikatan Mahasiswa Teknik Lingkungan Indonesia, Solar Cooker International, BEM FMIPA UNY, SPE Islamic University of Riau Student Chapter, Student Energy Chapter Universitas Pajajaran, Maloka, University of Malawi, University of Technology Mauritius, UNICAF, African Network of Young Leaders for Peace and Sustainable Development, Team Inferno, English Students Association, Himpunan Mahasiswa Mesin Fakultas Teknik Universitas Brawijaya, Nano Research FTUI, IME FTUI, and IISE UI. Next up, we will have the report from the Ideathon sub-event brought by the PL. So please welcome the PL of Ideathon, Ashifa.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ashifa, and I'm the project leader of Renewable Energy Ideathon 2021. The Renewable Energy Ideathon is a competition where youth compete to create the best renewable energy startup. This year's Ideathon was preceded by 3 public webinars with prominent speakers of energy industries. The first one was our opening talk show, whose speakers were figures from IRENA and Adaro Power. We also held a webinar called Recharge, Deep Dive on Renewable Energy, which was organized in partnership with New Energy Nexus. Then we held our last public talk show, Entrepreneurship 101, Idea to Action, which was created in collaboration with Navanti Holdings. We are thankful for the hundreds of attendees and renewable energy enthusiasts that attended our public events. As for the core program itself, Our competition, it was commenced in May with more than 100 registrants from various countries. They competed in 3 stages: preliminary stage, incubation experience, and final pitching. Let me explain a bit about these stages. First was the preliminary stage. In this stage, our participants submitted their initial renewable energy startup concept. The best 20 startup ideas were selected to advance it to the next stage. The next stage was the Incubation Experience Program, which ran for the whole month of July. In Incubation Experience, the participants received weekly business training delivered by experienced facilitators coming from all across the globe, including Managing Director of Accenture, founder of Bay Street Capital Holdings, founder of Nafanti Holdings, and head of finance at Antoria Energy. Each team was also assigned with a seasoned mentor who taught them renewable energy-related knowledge in exclusive one-on-one mentoring sessions throughout the month. At the end of the incubation experience program, the participants were required to submit a more comprehensive business plan. Among 20 teams, the top 10 were selected to advance to the final stage. The final stage is the final pitching days. On these 2 days, our top 10 participants pitched live to a panel of renowned figures of the renewable energy industry. Finally, the 3 teams were selected and will be announced in a few minutes. Of course, all of this would not be possible without the support of our esteemed judges of every competition stage. We're thankful that they contributed their valuable time and knowledge to help us choose the best renewable energy startup ideas from our amazing participants. On behalf of all committee members, I would like to express my gratitude to all of our participants. We are inspired and moved by your passion in contributing to the progress of renewable energy and sustainable development in the world. Though only 3 winners were selected, we sincerely hope that all of our participants continue building on your ideas and contribute to your societies. All of our programs will not run smoothly without the support of our sponsors, and we are thankful for them, especially Nafanti Holdings, 11 Space, New Energy Nexus, and Jetorbit. Last but definitely not least, Ideathon would not exist if there were no team to run it. As the project leader, I am deeply grateful for all the Ideathon committee. You guys are truly incredible, pulling off these events flawlessly despite never meeting each other and having no predecessor. I would especially like to express my deepest gratitude toward the Vice Project Leader, Rebecca, the Program Director, Kathy, the Marketing Director, Mahesa, the Partnership Director, Ashila, and the Operations Director, Efan. You guys are truly, truly phenomenal. Now that our program has ended, I hope that Ideathon 2021 can be a joyous memory for everyone involved to remember. Thank you. Please enjoy our after movie and awarding of our winners next.
Thank you for the kind words, Ashifa. So, next, ladies and gentlemen, we will move on to watch another recap from Ideathon. Let's roll.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the opening talk show of Ideathon International Youth Summit for Renewable Energy 2021.
Friends are turning green. Yeah, the magicians assist in their dream. And they come unstuck. Lady, running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you sing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. Is this movie that I think you like? This guy decides to quit his job and head to New York City. This cowboy's running from himself. She's been living on the highest shelf. to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. Lady, running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. Oh lady, running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. Yeah, I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, before we move on to announce the winners of Ideathon, we would like to keep you on your toes for a little while, because right after this, we will announce the winners from the Waste to Energy sub-event from the GCC competition. For the operator, you can roll the video now.
The sun rose over the valley for the first time in a while. It feels like a new dawn is breaking, and I'm free to laugh like a child. Is this what it feels like to be right where you're meant to be? This is a new beginning. Yeah, this is just a start. We won't forget this feeling, but wait for the best part.
So there goes the announcement of the winners from the Waste to Energy sub-event competition. I would like to congratulate Energangs for being the champion, and also NRG Warriors for winning the best pitching. Okay, so next up, as I have promised, we will announce the winners for the Ideathon sub-event. So there goes the winners from the Ideathon sub-event. Congratulations to the champions. May your accomplishment contribute to the growth of the renewable energy sector in our country and also bring positive growth for your personal being. Ladies and gentlemen, Ideathon would not be able to be commemorated as successfully as it did without our sponsors and partners. Ideathon is sponsored by Geodipa Energi, PT Torcon Power Indonesia, Kilat Wahana Junggala, Jet Orbit, Astra International, and New Energy Nexus. We are also supported by community and university partners such as APAT 62 Brawijaya, Ikatan Mahasiswa Teknik Lingkungan Indonesia, Indonesian Youth Opportunities in International Networking, Euclid University, European Biogas Association, Solar Cooker International, SPE Islamic University of Riau Student Chapter, Meloka, University of Malawi, University of Technology, Mauritius, UNICEF, African Network of Young Leaders for Peace and Sustainable Development, and IISE UI. Congratulations once again to the winners of Ideathon IYSRE 2021. Don't go anywhere because right after this, we will be showcasing another astonishing performance by GMCO. This time, they're about to bring a song called Keroncong Kemayoran. Let's lay back and enjoy the performance. Ladies and gentlemen, yet another breathtaking performance brought by GMCO with their song Keroncong Kemayoran. Now we will continue our schedule on this awarding session. Next, we will have the report from one of our sub-event, conference proceeding. To the PL of conference proceeding, Daniel Martua, the time and screen is yours.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to IYSRE Conference 2021. Before I start my presentation, let me introduce myself. My name is Daniel and I am from University of Indonesia and I am a project leader of this IYSRE Conference 2021. First of all, let me introduce you. What is IYSRE Conference? IYSRE Conference is a conference organized by the Society of Renewable Energy. The conference held on 27 August 2021. IYSRE Conference 2021 is the first conference organized by the Society of Renewable Energy, aims to provide a scientific and networking platform for young researchers and students in renewable energy fields. What we have done in the conference 2021. On 13 July 2021, we have finished our abstract submission. On 20 August 2021, we have finished our full paper submission. On 27 August, we have finished our conference day. And on 11 October 2021, we will announce all the best presenter and all the best papers that have presented their papers in our conference. Our master of ceremony and moderator that help us to lead the ceremony is Elgrita Victoria from Environmental Engineering University of Indonesia, and our moderator that lead the keynote session is Dorothy Marcia from Environmental Engineering University of Indonesia. Our keynote speakers that give a very wonderful presentation is Dr. Ing Alfian Ferdiansyah, Sarjana Teknik Magister Teknik, that give a sermon about mapping of Indonesian solar energy research, and Professor Insinyur Tubagus Ahmad Fauzi Sulaiman, Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering PhD. He told us about renewable energy research at FMAI ITB. And we would like to say thank you for all our judges, Dr. Ing Eko Adistiawan, Dr. Alin Halimato Saidah, Professor Yandi Andeyatmo, Dr. Denny Zukaidi, Professor Adi Surjasatyo, Dr. Panji Prawisuda, Zainul Arifin, Dr. Eng Bayu Prabowo, Dr. Eng Muhammad Doni Kurniawan, serta Kementerian Energi dan Sumber Daya Mineral that help us to give their thought about the papers, give the scores, and give input to the speakers about their papers. We would like to say thank you to all 27 participants from Indonesia and outside Indonesia. And this is our documentation for the keynote session and the breakout session with 5 symposiums. Thank you for your kind attention about conference IYSRE 2021.
Thank you for the introduction to the IYSRE's conference proceeding. As we all know, we value our relationship with our sponsors and partners. Therefore, we would like to thank them once again. IYSRE 2021 is sponsored by Geodipa Energi, PT Thorcon Power Indonesia, Kilat Wahana Jenggala, Jet Orbit, Astra International, and New Energy Nexus. We are also supported by community and university partners such as APA T62 Brawijaya, Environmental Oil and Gas Study Club, Ikatan Mahasiswa Teknik Lingkungan Indonesia, IATMI SMITB, Indonesian Youth Opportunities in International Networking, IAASLC UGM, European Biogas Association, Solar Cooker International, BEM FMIPA UNY, SPE Islamic University of Riau Student Chapter, Forum Studi Teknik Universitas Diponegoro, Himpunan Mahasiswa Mesin Fakultas Teknik Universitas Brawijaya, Society of Petroleum Engineers Universitas Gajah Mada Student Chapter, Yayasan Bina Antar Budaya, Student Energy Chapter Universitas Pajajaran, UGM IGM Team 2021, Meloka, University of Malawi, University of Technology Mauritius, UNICAF, African Network of Young Leaders for Peace and Sustainable Development, and Team Inferno. What an amazing afternoon it has been. To complete the peak from each of our series of events, we will now listen to the report from our IYSRE MUN report to close out this eventful awarding show. The report will be delivered by the PL of MUN. Please welcome the PL of IYSRE 2021 MUN, Biza.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to IYSRE MUN's reporting. So first, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Biza, and I'm the project leader for IYSRE MUN. And here's just a brief of what IYSRE MUN has done over the past few months and what it has led up to until the peak, which is on 26th and 27th of October. All right, so maybe next. Next, sorry. Am I audible?
You are audible.
All right. So maybe for you that don't really know what IYSRE MUN is, since it is a pretty new project. So it is basically a model United Nations. It's a conference simulation for novice high school and undergraduate students from all over the globe. And we focus on diplomacy and international affairs and solving the real world issues here at IYSRE. All right, next. All right, so this year our main theme is actually similar to IYSRE's main theme, which is energy industry and resolving climate change. And thus, we chosen one council for this competition, which is UNDP, or United Nations Development Program, and we pick one SDG, which is the 13th SDG, and it is talking about climate risk management. All right, next. All right, so here's a brief of our chairs. So these are our designated, you can call it maybe like kind of a mentor and also judges for our competition. So here are our main chairs, Sarhan and Nicholas from the Philippines and Indonesia. Okay, next. So we have 6 chairs in total, and the rest of the 4 are our other chairs. Maybe you can next. Okay, the rest is Febe and also Faki. And next. And Aryan and also Difan. All right, next. All right, so before the main event, we have 3 pretty big pre-events that we did over the course of a month leading up to the main event. So the first is a pre-event, which is focusing on the research and position paper of like MUNs. So this is actually designated towards people that are pretty new to MUN and doesn't really have like the experience or like the knowledge needed for an MUN. So we kind of I guess mengupas like what MUN is really about through our series of MUN 0101 webinars. So the first is about position paper and also research. And our speaker is Nafra Fifsiahan, and we have 70 participants in this pre-event. All right, next. And next for our second pre-event, actually one of the biggest events that we've ever did. So it's about public speaking and pitching. And this is really shocking, but it went down to 450 participants total for the pre-event. And I think it was such a big hit because most of the students are high school students that are kind of keen to getting to know more about MUN, and they're just like kind of novice delegates, but they want to know more and they want to improve their public speaking skills. All right, next. And last but not least, our third pre-event is about topic preparation. All right, so maybe there's something wrong with the PPT, but it is brought by Dia Roro Esti, so she's a member of the Parliament. And this is just preparing our delegates for the main event, which is the climate change and the impact on climate change issues. So we henceforth bring towards the topic to better understand what the whole competition is about and what the whole research and also position paper is about. All right, next. And last but not least, I'm just going to give an overview of what the main event is really like. So our committee session lasts for about 2 days with 5 committee sessions in total. So here delegations will discuss about the climate risk management from the UNDP Council that the chairs have brought up. So the keynote speaker for this event is Mr. Fikri Cassidy for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. We have 46 delegates representing 46 countries, and most of these delegates comes from Indonesia and also Philippines, but there are also some from India and Australia. Next. All right, so here are the winners and prizes. So congratulations to these people. I have made my own awarding session for the second day of the committee session, but this is just to touch on and I guess to just recap on who the winners and the prizes are. So actually we previously had a best delegate prize and winner, but since these are novice delegates, the chairs felt like it wasn't really appropriate to hand one person the best delegate. So rather than the best delegate award, we awarded 2 most outstanding delegates, which is Yeni and Rachel from Delegate of France and India. So here are their prizes, and also we gave a verbal commendation. So it's kind of just a shout out to the people that have improved the most and who have participated the most in the competition. All right. So I think this is the end of my presentation. Once again, thank you so much to IYSRE's participants, sponsors, and also committee. Thank you so much for being here with us towards the past few months. And I'll give it back to you, Marisa. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you for the introduction for IYSRE 2021 MUN series of events visa. And congratulations to the winner as well. So, this sub-event is made possible by the help of our sponsor and partners. This MUN is sponsored by Geodipa Energi, PT Torcon Power Indonesia, Kilat Wahana Jenggala, Jet Orbit, IYSRE International, and New Energy Nexus. We are also supported by community and university partners, which are APAT 62 Brawijaya, Environmental Oil and Gas Study Club, Ikatan Mahasiswa Teknik Lingkungan Indonesia, IATMI SMITB, Indonesian Youth Opportunities in International Networking, IAASLC UGM, European Biogas Association, Solar Cooker International, BEM FMIPA UNY, SPI Islamic University of Riau Student Chapter, Forum Studi Teknik Universitas Diponegoro, Himpunan Mahasiswa Mesin Fakultas Teknik Universitas Brawijaya, Society of Petroleum Engineers Universitas Gajah Mada Student Chapter, Yayasan Bina Antar Budaya, Student Energy Chapter Universitas Pajajaran, UGM iGEM Team 2021, Meloka, University of Malawi, University of Technology Mauritius, UNICAF, African Network of Young Leaders for Peace and Sustainable Development, and Team Inferno. Ladies and gentlemen, this evening has been a bundle of joys for many of us. Unfortunately, we have come to the end of the entire events of the International Youth Summit for Renewable Energy 2021. With everything that has happened along our journey, we finally must bid our farewells to you. I hereby stand as the master of ceremony, along with the board, are very grateful for all of the parties who helped us actualize IYSRE 2021. We cannot forget our sponsors and partners who have made this event possible. Our partners are University of Malawi, University of Technology Mauritius, UNICAF, Apate 62 Brawijaya, Environmental Oil and Gas Study Club, Meloka, Ikatan Mahasiswa Teknik Lingkungan Indonesia, IATMI SMITB, Indonesian Youth Opportunities in International Networking, Euclid University, Team Inverno, IAAS LC UGM, European Biogas Association, Solar Cooker International, Kelompok Studi Pasar Modal Fakultas Ekonomika dan Bisnis Universitas Diponegoro, BEM FMIPA UNY, Kelompok Studi Lingkungan Universitas Erlangga, SPI Islamic University of Riau Student Chapter, Diponegoro MUN Society, Forum Studi Teknik Universitas Diponegoro, Undip Robotics Development Center, Himpunan Mahasiswa Mesin Fakultas Teknik Universitas Brawijaya, Himpunan Mahasiswa Sipil Fakultas Teknik Universitas Brawijaya, European Association Geoscientists and Engineers, University Brawijaya Student Chapter, Society of Petroleum Engineers, Universitas Gajah Mada Student Chapter, Yayasan Bina Antar Budaya, UGM IGEM Team 2021, Student Energy Chapter Universitas Pajajaran, Lembaga Eksekutif Mahasiswa Fakultas Kehutanan Universitas Gajah Mada, HMO Triton ITB, Himpunan Mahasiswa Teknik Lingkungan ITB, Keluarga Mahasiswa Teknik Penerbangan ITB Otto Lilienthal, Institute of Industrial and System Engineers Universitas Indonesia, Ikatan Mahasiswa Metalurgi dan Material Fakultas Teknik Universitas Indonesia, Nano Research Fakultas Teknik Universitas Indonesia, Ikatan Mahasiswa Elektro Fakultas Teknik Universitas Indonesia, Ikatan Mahasiswa Program International Fakultas Teknik Universitas Indonesia, Foreign Policy Community of Indonesia, Chapter Universitas Indonesia, Model United Nations 2021, Himpunan Mahasiswa Mesin ITS, English Students Association, Alliance for Rural Electrification, and Himpunan Mahasiswa Hubungan Internasional Universitas Pertamina. Also, to everyone involved in the IYSRE 2021, we believe that all of you have done well throughout the journey, and we also would like to apologize for any mistakes we have made during this program. Once again, we are really thankful for your participation. These moments will surely be missed. As we end our awarding ceremony, let's add some melodious nuance to our wonderful event before this all ends. This special performance are about to be brought by GMCO once again. Please welcome GMCO, bringing Dea Lopa as our last performance for this event for tonight. Thank you for tonight. My name is Marisa, and as your master of ceremony, I'm signing out.
Recording stopped.